on, really?
What? Hey, how's it going there, your old pal Jim? Super picker flipping duo. That's gonna take some time to get used to. We are gonna go over a what I sold over the weekend, so you can go out and buy this stuff to sell yourself. Some stuff we sold super fast. Some stuff sat a while. Some good sales, some bad sales. So don't go buy everything. But you'll know by the numbers whether to buy it or not. I'm recording this on my phone and I'm looking at the data on my computer. So you're gonna see me go like this, and go like this, and go like this, and go like that. So it's gonna be weird, but I like editing on my phone a lot better than I like editing on the computer. So here we go. We're gonna go from latest shipped to earliest from Sunday to Friday. So we're working in reverse order here. So first up is this vintage Liar's Dice game 1987. Bought this at either Second Avenue Thrift or Savers, Northern Virginia. Paid $4 for it, sold it for $28.50. Free shipping. $9.64 to ship it. $10.92 net return. So that's okay. 273% return on investment. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Liar's Dice has always been a good game. Tough to find, particularly in that vintage. Usually you find like the remakes, the off-brand stuff, but that Milton Bradley is pretty tough to find, which is why you sell it for, decent value. Next up is this JVC DVD VCR combo. DVD VCR combos are always a good buy. They are quite risky, so keep that in mind. Paid $10 for it, sold it for $100, listed it for $100. Didn't get to go on sale yet because I sold it in about 3 hours with the remote. If it didn't have the remote, I would have listed it for $75, $80, put it on sale. Since I had the remote, put it up for a little bit more. It's also got the original like placard thing on it. So yeah, so it looked like it was barely used, which is why I bought it. So plus it had the remote, so all that extra value, bought it. 12.15 to ship it. Net return of 69.03, 690% return on investment. DVD VCR combos are 9 times out of 10 a really good buy. So of course, always look up brands, model numbers, all that kind of stuff to see how quickly or how slowly it'll sell and for what money. No matter what I'm showing you, what other channels are showing you, always do your own research, just to verify, because trends change, whatever. So what's popular today is not necessarily popular tomorrow. So this set of 4 Tervis tumblers, ducks in flight. They're like little mallards on each cup. Set of 4. Listed it for $60. Put it on sale for $45. Took a best offer of $38. Sold it in 8 days. Bought this from a Goodwill in New Jersey. Bought the 4 cups in a bag for $4. After all my fees and $8.25 to ship it, I made a net return of $18.49, 462% profit, return on investment, not profit margin. Profit margin was 49%. So was that was a good one too. Parcheesi 1982 Selchow and Ryder. These I can usually pick up pretty cheap. Picked this one up for $3, sold it for $22, listed it for $33, put it on sale for $24.75. So I did take a best offer here. Or I think they offered me 18. I went back with 22. I said that's the best I could really do with free shipping. And they took it. So cost me to ship 654, net return of $8.12. Return on investment 271%. So I probably could have went down to $21 and been fine, but you know, I also look at the market, you know, what are the recent solds and things like that. And the recent solds showed me that $22 was a good price. So, and obviously it was because they took that offer. So, we've got this Starbucks Disney Parks Epcot Mickey Mouse double wall travel coffee mug, ceramic. Um, Sold it for $26.25. That was on sale from $35. Bought it for $3. Sold that for $26.25. Like I said, shipped it for $6.37. So that's pretty good. $11.94 net return. Return on investment of 398%. So, and it took 24 days to sell it. So this one did sit for a little bit. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, Under 30 days is what I'm shooting for. Not everything has to sell within 24 hours and 72 hours or a week. Like some things can take a little bit of time, and that's just fine. All right. This Mattel CNC, Disney, Mickey Mouse, ABCs, whatever, 1989. Sold this for $28.50. Listed it for $38. Put it on sale. Somebody bought it. No offers. They just bought it. So it was a good price. Bought it for $3. Sold it in 4 days. So these things can sell quick. Don't sleep on them. You do see them every now and again. Look them up, particularly when they're Disney or, you know, Warner Brothers, things like that. They have, you know, other like they're like collabs they're called now or whatever, you know. So, $6.64 to ship it. Did ship this one in a box. It was a 15 by 12 by like 5 or 6 box. 1337 net return. Return on investment 446%. So that's pretty good. Again, like all of our sales are never, you know, amazing. I mean, we every now and again, but we're not like, you know, a lot of our stuff is just bread and butter, you know, $10 to $12, maybe $15, you know, per sale stuff. It's not, you know, amaze balls every single time. So, all right. Another one of these Maybelline eyeshadow trios, 2 packs. You've seen these before if you've watched these videos. $10.46 free shipping, $3.47 net return, $4.54 to ship it. I mean, I'm only putting in under $1 per, you know, item per sale. So it's like free money every time I sell it. So, all right, you're gonna see these a lot. These Monster Jam Dueling Dragon sets. I bought these a few years ago for another platform. They didn't do well there. Bought them on clearance. I've got my purchase price here at $4.44. Oh, it's because I added. Hold on. I bought them at it was 10 bucks a piece. So, all right, $10 a unit. This is saying I didn't buy a label. I did buy a label. So our net return was $14.38 because our shipping isn't calculated here yet for some reason. So shipping on these is usually around $10. So I'm not making a ton of money on these because again, they came back from another platform and we're just trying to get our money back, and we are getting our money back plus a few dollars. Nothing crazy, but yeah, we're doing okay. All right, now we've got these Leapfrog Alphabet Pals. This is the orange one. Sold it for $27. Took 3 days. Took a best offer. Bought them for $3. Shipped them for $8.25. Made a total profit of $10.61. Like I said with the purple guy, these things are good to pick up. They sell relatively quickly, particularly if they're in good shape. This one was super, super clean. Um, and yeah, I mean, I had it listed for $28.50. Somebody offered me 27. I was like, hey, okay. I bought it for $3. Why not? All right. Vintage 1980s Tupperware pitcher, 2 quarts. So these are you find these super super cheap, almost 100% of the time. I bought it for $2. I mean, thrift stores put no value in these. Listed it for $28, put it on sale for $21, sold it for $21. Sold it in 3 days. People are looking for these. People like them. Cost me $6.52 to ship it, so it doesn't cost a whole lot to ship either. Net return of $9.54, 477% return on investment. So these are good buys. I mean, they're not, holy cow, I'm a millionaire buy, but they're good, just, easy sale, easy picture, not really a whole lot to prep, quick. As long as you have the right box, which they're at Walmart, get the 12, 8, 10, or whatever they are. That's all it is. A little bit of bubble wrap just to show that you care. Throw them in a box. Good to go. All right, next up, this Looney Tunes Tasmania Back in Action board game from 2003. I sat on this one for a little bit. I didn't think it would be this long, but 'tis the season. Listed it for $70 because I was the only one out there. It's been on sale for $52.50 for 4 months now, and it's sold this weekend. Bought it for $3. Cost me $10.10 to ship it. So I made a net return of $28.72. So that's high for a board game. That's very, very high. Net return on investment, rather, 957%. So we're doing pretty good. Even though it took 4 months. Slow sale, but high profit margin. So that's okay. That's a good trade-off. Now, if I sat through it through Christmas, I would have been panicking a little bit. But all right, we sold this West Bend slow cooker, 6 quarts. It's got the plastic lid instead of the glass lid, so a little bit newer model. Bought it for $10. Bought it from Second Avenue Thrift. It's actually 13.50, I think, and then 25% off of that. Sold it for $45. Put on that was on sale from 60 down to 45. Cost me $13.25 to ship it, so it did cost a little bit to ship it, which kind of stunk, really. Net return of $13.37, 134% profit margin, or return on investment. So my return on investment's not that great, but it's still $13 more than what I paid for it. So it's okay. I can deal. Especially if it's three days to sell it. Like that's fine. We will do that every single time. All right, Balderdash game. You guys have seen this countless times now. Sold it for $26.25 within 3 days. Bought it for $3. Sold it for $8.25. 11.37 return. I mean, board games are our bread and butter. That's what we do. That's a lot of our sales. A lot of our sales. Mouse traps. You're going to start seeing more mouse traps from us because we figured out what rubber bands we need, and we ordered them in bulk. We have like 7,000 rubber bands coming in because you can only buy them by the pound apparently. Um, so we're going to be listing a lot more and buying a lot more mouse traps. So this one already had the rubber band when we bought it. Bought it for $3. I think we bought this from a Second Avenue thrift or Savers out in Northern Virginia. Sold it for $28.50. So I'll mention my prices up a little bit, and that's mostly because it's Christmas and fourth quarter, and everybody's buying, and the listings are getting less competitive, and so I'm able to raise my prices a little bit to take advantage of that. So, excuse me. Cost me $10.10 to ship it. Net return of $11.58. So right where we want to be for board games, which is good. So it's a good one. Let's see. Next up, we've got the Pampered Chef Micro Cooker. Sold it for $20. I had it on sale for $22.50. Decided to take the $20 offer after going back and forth. He sent me a $15 offer. I sent him a $21 offer because I thought 15 was really low. Then he came back with 18, and I was like, listen, $20, that's the best that I'm going to do with free shipping. And he took it. So I have a purchase price of $4 on this. It wasn't $4, it was $2. Let me adjust that. Bought this one for $2. Cost me $6.17 to ship it. Net return of $7.88. Took me about a week to sell it. So return on investment of 394%. That's what I focus on, return on investment. I put my $2 out there. How much am I getting back? I'm getting back $7.88. So $8 for easy math. Put $2 out, I get $8 back plus my $2 back. So, that's pretty good. That's what you're looking for. All right, now we've got this. Fellows, this thing sold fast, guys. Media storage, CDs, obviously DVDs because they're the same size. Cassettes, VHSs to a lesser extent now. Right now CDs, DVDs, those are selling fast. Fast. This thing took me 2 days to sell. Listed it for $45 to put on sale for $33.75. Sold for $33.75. No offers, just bought it. Cost me $11.02 to ship it. Return of $12.29. So it's 307% return on investment, which is right where I want to be. So, yeah, you can't really go wrong with CD or DVD storage. Sells really, really well. So, all right, another one of these vintage Echo tongs. I buy these up for $1. Ashley always finds them. I never find them. I just don't really look in those bins. Sold this one for $12. Took an offer for $12. I think they offered me 10. I went back with 12, and they took it. So, cost me $5.15 to ship it because they're super, super light. Net return of $3.29. So again, I'm not making a ton of money on these, but they're they just sit in a bin with other utensils. Are they awesome? Super, are they going to pay a bill? No, but they're going to add to my weekly total. So, if $3 and change is not enough profit for you, then skip them. But they're easy pictures, take up no space to store. They might ship a little slow, sell a little slow, but You're fine. Ashley's working here, so she's going to be bouncing in and out. We've got this pepper chip grapefruit knife. Sold this for $16.50. It was on sale, from $22 down to $16.50. Sold it for $16.50. Bought it for $1. Took 2 days to sell. Cost of ship $5.15 because it's like 4 ounces. Net return of $7.89. So, yeah. So that's any. I mean, to throw $1 out there and get almost $8 back in less than 48 hours is a good return on your money, no matter what you're buying. So, all right, we've got this Channel Master antenna rotator. I don't know who uses this stuff anymore, but obviously someone's using it. And they're willing to pay up for them. So listed it for $60, sold it for 45 on sale in 2 days. I mean, that's crazy. I bought it for $5 at a thrift store. Thrift stores, I mean, there's stuff that thrift stores don't see value in. Even if they price stuff really, really high, you can still find stuff that they think is junk that has value. Cost me $6.73 to ship it. It's a heavy thing. It's a heavy little. I mean, this thing is like 6 pounds. But it fits in a 10/8 6 box, and you cut it down so it's like 10/8 4, and that keeps your dimensions nice and tight. And $6.73 to ship it. So it's stupid easy money. $25.03. And I count that 3 cents. I need that. I need that 3 cents. I need it. 500% return on investment. That's great in 2 days. That's a very, very good sale. Solid sale. And next, I got this Mr. Donut hot cold thermo coffee mug from 1989. I really liked this mug when we found it down in the Bridgeville Goodwill. When I was doing my research to list it, I learned that this mug was the mug that the dad drank from in the TV show Young Sheldon. So I put that in the title. And it helped it sell for really fast and for more money. So whenever you see something like that, throw it in the title, because fans of that TV show are looking for that product. And if you go onto Reddit, there's a subreddit called "What Is This?" And a lot of times it's, "Oh, I found this in the ground," or "I found this in my backyard. What is this?" And it's like a weird bug or whatever. But sometimes it's like, "Hey, this was in the background of a TV show or a movie. What is this?" Because they're looking for it. They want to buy it. So there are people out there that are like, "Hey, this coffee mug is in Young Sheldon. What is it from?" So, and you don't have to know every single thing. But like when I just looked up Mr. Donut vintage travel mug, a whole bunch of them came up. But when I looked at this specific one in the sold column, the sold page, the ones that came up higher value, sold price, had the term Young Sheldon in the title. And one sold after that one without the term Young Sheldon in the title, but they sold for like $10 less. So why wouldn't you put that in the, just do your research. Just go in there and look and just say, "Hey, why did this one sell for 16 and this one sell for 26? Oh, it's because this one says Young Sheldon. Why does this one say Young Sheldon?" And then just do a quick Google search, educate yourself a little bit, and make yourself an extra $10. Makes sense to me. I don't know. Actually took a best offer of $24 on this, so I sold it for $24 in 2 days. Net return of $12.52 off of $1 purchase. So that's pretty good. And I probably could have held out and just, sold it for full value. But I'm in the business of moving items, fast nickel instead of a slow dime or whatever that saying is. All right, we've got this 1998 vintage Sorry game board game. Sold this in 2 days, bought it for $3, listed it for $30, put it on sale 25% off at $22.50, and it sold. Cost me $6.52 to ship it. Net return of $8.60. So 287% return on investment in 2 days. That's yeah. Yes, we will do that. Yes. All right, another board game. Risk 1993 vintage. And again, I mean these games are out there every single day. There's nothing special about them. They're just games that people remember playing when they were a kid. And now they have money and they want to buy those things again to play with their kids. Um, and they don't want to play the new versions because there's new rules or new pieces. They want what they remember. So, listed it for $38, put it on sale for $28.50. That's what it sold for. $28.50. Bought it for $3, sold it in a day. Cost me $6.63 to ship it. Net return of $13.41 in a day. Next up, Panasonic vintage electric pencil sharpeners. These can do really well too. Panasonic is a good brand. Boston is a good brand. Those are really the only two that I pick up. Trying to think of some other ones that might be out there, like Acco or Exacto's newer, so they're not going to be that good. But Panasonic is really the ones that you want to go for. So this one's got the auto stop. It's tested. It works. It's great. Listed it for $33. Put it on sale for $24.75, and that's exactly what it sold for. And they're pencil sharpeners, so they're gonna have little nicks on it. They're gonna have little pencil marks and things like that. Pencil shavings inside. Of course, empty it, but you don't have to get them perfectly clean. People understand that they're used, right? So they're gonna get them not perfect. So, bought it for $4, which is kind of high. Usually I find them for like $3. That's where I like to buy them, but I bought it for $4. Cost me $6.58 to ship it. Fits in an 864 box. Kind of nice too. Pretty snug. Net return of $9.42. So in 3 days. So selling it really, really fast. All right, Sunbeam Oscar. We sell these a lot. Every time I find one, I just buy it. I don't test it because even if I bring it home and it doesn't work, the bowl and the blade and all the extra stuff I sell for pretty damn close to the whole thing complete anyway. So even the non-powered parts sell well. So listed this for $45 to put it on sale for $33.75. And everything in my store goes on sale. I run a sale every single day. Everything is always on sale. I price things up 25% to then put it on sale. You might think that's a crappy thing to do for the buyers, but you know what? I'm offering free shipping too. So they don't have to think about shipping costs. I've already factored that in. I put it on sale to take advantage of eBay algorithm stuff, and I think it works. Like you're seeing a lot of my time to sell 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, less than 24 hours. It's not a week, 3 weeks. Sometimes it is 4 months, a year, 2 years. That's rare. It's more along the lines of a week or less for for us here. So if we hold on to something really for a really really long time, that's kind of a bad buy. That's what that is. So um, even though we don't lose money, like it speed of the sale is more important than the money that we get for the sale. So we want to keep moving and keep stuff moving, keep stuff rotating out. Part of that is the limited space that we have here because we're in like a 15 by 15 little box of a building. Um, but we also we don't want to keep staring at the same stuff too. So, you know, now that being said, if it's something that we're buying really, really cheap and we're going to sell it for a lot of profit, but we have to wait for the right buyer, then we will do that. But a lot of our sales are we're going to sell this within a week, and that's what we do. So this Oscar took us 2 days to sell. Bought it for eight bucks. Cost us $6.79 to ship it. Net return of $12.58. So return is not great, but our purchase price is $8. So that's still, we're still getting our purchase price back, our $8 back plus $12.58. So, all right, Disney Guess Who board games. The standard board game is always good. You've got your Risk, your Guess Who is good, your Sorries, your even Candyland is okay. But when you get into the collabs, the crossovers, Disney Guess Who, Lord of the Rings, whatever. They had Trivial Pursuit. They had, I think, their version of Risk, or Stratego's got a couple of different crossovers. Any kind of crossover game um, can be really, really good, particularly in like sustainable pop culture, your Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing, or your solid brands like Disney, um, Warner Brothers, although to a lesser extent, Peanuts, Nickelodeon, Simpsons, stuff like that. So, yeah. So, um, look out for that kind of stuff. It's not all about just the straight ahead, you know, monopoly. There's also, XYZ monopoly, insert your whatever. Now, Monopoly is one where they've just kind of blasted their permissions out everywhere, and now, anybody can do a Monopoly that wants to do one, so it's kind of watered down. So always, always, always check your comps, check your sales, your sell-through rates, all that kind of stuff. Make sure what you're buying is a good buy. So there we go. Sold this Disney Guess Who for $28.50 on sale, no offer, just straight up purchase. Bought it for $3. 14.12 net return. Sold it in 2 days. Fast, fast, fast. 2002 Game of Life. Man, we love our games of life. We know where the sweet spot is on certain games, and Game of Life is one of them. We know where to price it to sell it really, really fast. And this one we sold at $28.50, so no best offer, just straight up. It was on sale. Sold it in 22 hours, so less than a day. Bought it for $3, $15 net return. So 500% return on investment in less than a day. And yeah, that's, I mean, when you know your market, that's, you can do really, really well. And this is another one. Balderdash 1984, first edition. Sold it for $28.50 in a day. Cost to ship was $11.02, so it did go a bit far. So $8.98 net return, $2.99 return on investment, but in a day, yeah, that's fine. All right, this Tervis ice bucket did take a while to sell, 5 months, and I thought it was going to be quick. It's got a Labrador Retriever on it. It's Tervis, so I thought Tervis, is a good brand. It's an ice bucket, so that's kind of unique. It's not just a cup. Uh, Listed it for $30 to put it on sale for $22.50 5 months ago. So I bought it in the summer. So I thought, all right, summertime item. This is going to sell quick. No, 5 months. I only bought it for $2, so that's a good thing. That's the silver lining here is I didn't spend a ton of money on it. Cost me $6.79 to ship it after all the other fees, net return of $8.31. So return on investment still 416%. But it took me 5 months to sell, and it is it's not huge, but it's bulky. Doesn't store extremely well, so that was kind of a dud buy. All right, Richard Scarry's Busy Town I Found a Game. This is another one of those games where we're in the zone with it. We're seeing eye to eye with it, so to speak. Listed it for $45, put it on sale for $33.75. That's where it's sold in a day. Bought it for $4. Cost us $11.02 to ship it, so it did go kind of far. Net return of $12.22, 306% return on investment. So not bad for a day sale. Put your $4 out there for a day, get $12.22 back. That's good. It's a good sale. A good day. So another one of these Monster Jams, we'll throw it out there.
There's time to get a deal on something else.
We're selling them for $30 a piece. Buying them for $10. I don't know why the shipping label is not coming out, but again, I mean, it's costing us anywhere from $10 to $12 to ship. So our net returns $4 to $5 somewhere in there. So and we've got this Acquire board game by Avalon Hill. This is a newer one from 2015. They go all the way back to the 60s with this game. So sold this one in about 16 hours for $27. Took a best offer. Put it up for $38. Put on sale for $28.50. That best offer for $27 came in. I just took it and ran. So cost me $8.17 to ship it. Net return was $9.75. So when a solid offer comes in like that, I don't sit on it. I don't say, well, maybe I'll get the extra $1.50. I just, you know what? It's a good offer. I'm not going to offend you by countering to what, $28? Am I going to lose a sale for $1 or $1.50? I'm not going to make you wait 23 hours to see if $1.50 better, somebody just buys it out. Like, just, you made a good offer. Let's just get it done. This Pampered Chef 24 cavity mini muffin cupcake pan. Bought this for it says $1.88. I don't know. That's weird.
When did you become so cranky?
Oh, I see. I put $375 a unit, but it was somebody bought it and then canceled it and then sold it again. So $2, $35 to put it on sale for $26.25. That's what it sold for. Cost me $6.54 to ship it, and a return of $12.74. Yeah, 3 days to sell. Super fast. All right, this Presto Tater Twister curly French fry slicer cutter thing. Listed it for $40 to put it on sale for $30. I've never seen one before, so I don't know a whole lot about it. It looks like it should have a lid, but there's no lid. The lid that came with it was like a mismatch. It wasn't the proper lid for the item. So I listed it cheap. It looks like it's never been used, but there's no lid. Somebody came in with a $28 offer. I bought it for $6. I took the $28 offer. Shipped it for $8.17. Net return of $8.40. I'm fine with that. I was thinking I would have to part it out and it would do okay on parts. But I'm glad to just sell the unit whole as it sits. So I'm okay with that. All right, this General Electric Speed Setter hair roller set. Listed it for $45 because it's the only one out there. Put it on sale for $33.75. That's what it sold for. It took 9 days. This is kind of a unique item. GE doesn't, you don't see these a lot. So I don't imagine a lot of people are looking for this specific one like they are Conairs or Remingtons or Clairols. GE is not really known as a beauty brand. So only picked this up for $2. Ashley found it in a thrift store out by the beach. So I'm glad that it only took 9 days to sell because I thought I was going to sit on it for, about 2 weeks. So just short of that. Only cost $6.63 to ship it, $18.88 return on our money there. So 944% return on investment. That's a damn good sale. So we will take that every day. And another game of life. This is the 2000 version. Again, sold it in 2 days for $28.50. We're just in a mind meld with this game. Cost us $6.65 to ship it, and a return of $14.98. So, yeah, our pictures are right on with this. I mean, I think we're in the zone with this game. We know exactly how to sell it. 1984 Battleship, vintage Battleship. This one only took a day to sell. Listed it for $40, put it on sale for $30. Bang, sold. And again, we don't see these a lot. Excuse me, but battleships do sell. They sell quick. Newer ones, not necessarily, but you get before like 2000 and they sell pretty decent. So this one sold for $30. Cost us $6.65 to ship it, $13.59 net return. 340% return on investment. So that's a pretty good sale for a day. All right, this George Foreman Lean Mean Contact Roasting Machine Roaster, the 5-quart. This is the smaller one. The first one I bought of these sold in a day. And then the next one I bought sold in like a week. And so I'm like, all right, it's a quick seller. And then I bought this one and it took 2 months. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the market's just changing. People aren't looking for them really anymore. I don't know. But I'm going to have a hard time not buying them, especially when I can buy them for $6 and sell them for $50. Maybe I did price it a little high because I kept inching my price up. So I listed it for $75, put it on sale for $56.25. And someone came and offered me 50, and I'm like, well, it's been sitting for 2 months. Let's get it going. So maybe I need to consider that maybe the price needs to come down to about $45 for a quick sale. So cost me $14.73 to ship it because they are kind of bulky and heavy. Net return of $19.15, which is still, I mean, we're still above 300% return on investment there. So we're still doing good there. Another Monster Jam set. So sold it for 30. And I'm getting best offers on these for like $20, $25. I'm not taking it because I'm selling them for $30 and I'm selling them a lot. Like, people are willing to pay $30, so why am I going to take a best offer? I have it on there so that when it goes off a sale and somebody wants to come and offer me 30, then I'll take 30, but I'm not going to take any less than 30 when I know that I can get 30 for it. So, all right, these next three sold to the same buyer. We've got this G.I. Joe electro-optic tracker and hovercraft vehicle from 1986. I bought each of these for $1. So this one sold for $30. That's what he offered me. Net return of $16.65. And these are incomplete toys. They're just, shells, really. There's really, look at this. The X-Wing chopper from 1988. There's no nothing to it. It's just a shell. Sold this for $16. Had it up for $18.56. So he asked me for $1.50 break. I was like, yeah, sure, fine. Because I'm only paying like $1 because I bought this in a big box of toys. So, and then this 1987 GI Joe Lamb 703 utility vehicle for $16. And again, it's just there's none of the extras, none of the missiles or the little driver guy or any, just the car. That sold. So all three went in the box, and I shipped everything in in one box. So shipping was like $10 and sold it for 30, 16, and 16. So we'll call that what, $62, $64. So 62. I don't know. I'm bad at math. So that's decent money. We'll just leave it at that. That's decent money. Melissa and Doug trunkies. Trunkies are good depending on the color scheme. Always look up your trunkies, but always look out for your trunkies too. Put them on your radar. Particularly the Melissa and Doug's, which is the older ones. They rebranded after a while. So listed this for $60. Took me 2 months to sell, but sold it at $45. So no offers, just straight up bought it for $45. Cost me $13.25 to ship it. Net return of $20.90 after 2 months. So did take a little bit to sell, but it did sell. So Game of Life 40th anniversary. $35, put it on sale for $26.25, and it sold for $26.25 in 2 days. Bought it for $3. Cost me $6.79 to ship it, $11.46 net return. Excuse me, $382 return on investment. So that's, again, just solid. Candyland board game from 2010. Now, you wouldn't think Candyland, like that should be a good selling game. You would think like, oh, that's just a junk, my first game, whatever. Nobody's gonna want it. People want it. Bought it for $2 because thrift stores think just like you and me did before this video. But no, people want this game and other Candylands from their childhood. Sold it in 2 days for $21. And it's light, it's only 2 pounds. But it still cost me $6.54 to ship it because it's still dimensionally the same size as a, Risk or Game of Life or whatever, it's still in that same size range. So net return of $8.41. That's still, right where we want to be. So even though I'm selling this game for less than the $26, $25 to $30, I'm still getting in that ballpark of $8 to $10, $12. It's on the lower end of that, but I'm still in that range. So all right. We're still going. We still got some. This is still just from this weekend, guys. So, yeah. Looking down. We still got, we still got a bit to go. So, what are we up to? Scrabble 1976. These red box Scrabble games, again, thrift stores don't see any value in them because they're everywhere. Like they probably get 20 of these in a month. And they're like, oh, another one. Just put it out there for $2. I don't care. This one was $3. So this thrift store, wherever we got it, is kind of catching on. But people want it. Sold it for $22.50. This one cost me $9.74 to ship it, so it must have went out to California or something. Excuse me. So net return of $5.30. So that's kind of the shipping killed me. So, and that's going to happen when you do free shipping. But you always have to calculate when you're doing your purchase analysis and you're offering free shipping. You always have to analyze your buy based on for the shipping price. So, I was prepared for it, and we didn't lose money. Because if I would have said, oh yeah, $5 to ship it, $6 to ship it, whatever, I'll pay $6 for it, I would have lost money. So, all right. Flint Arrowhead, this vintage spatula. Flint is a good brand to look for if it's got an arrowhead with the brand name. It'll sell for a bit more of a premium, although vintage cookware utensils, I should say, can take a bit to sell. This one took 21 days. Purchase price of 33 cents because we bought it from Value Village up in Wilmington, and they just have a bin of utensils and it's 33 cents a piece. So, and again, it stores easy. We keep it. All of our listed utensils is just in this thing. So that's it. This is all that it takes up on the shelf. And when that gets empty, starts to get empty, we picture a few more and we throw them in there. So sold this for $30. One spatula for $30. Cost us $6.17 to ship it, net return of $19.48 from basically free. I mean, 33 cents is basically like, if you saw 33 cents in the street, would you pick it up? If it was raining, I don't think you would. If it was sunny out, you might. But yeah. Pendleton button-down shirt. Now, this picture is awful. The shirt is wrinkled. The color is terrible. I still sold it in 22 hours because I priced it right. $26.25. There is a flaw. There's a hole in the upper arm here. Small hole. Very, very small. Bought it for $4. Cost me $6.68 to ship it, and a return of $11.95. So we're still doing good. Even with a flaw, even with bad pictures, bad lighting, bad colors, still sold within a day. And the item had a hole. So stuff doesn't have to be perfect to sell is my my lesson there. Vintage 1979 Shogun Warriors Raiders die-cast 5-inch figure, incomplete. Again, I mean, look at this dude. He doesn't have arms or feet. And it took 7 months to sell, but I sold him. And it's small. I'm not even sure where we kept them. I'm thinking in a tote somewhere, but it takes up no space. This came out of that G.I. Joe box, just a random box of toys. So I've got really nothing in it. I put $1 purchase price, but sold it for $16 on a best offer, down from $18.90. Cost me $4.99 to ship it. Net return of $6.82. So not too shabby. And like I said, I mean, stuff like that, like if it's part of a large lot, I'll list it if there's some value there and I've got to hold on to it, that's fine. Or if it's going to take a special buyer, then I'll list it and I'm going to get good money for it, that's fine too. So there are certain instances where I will purchase something and put time and effort into listing something where, you know, it's not going to be the quickest sale. So this Tupperware Slimline Impressions pitcher in blue. Bought this from the bins. So I put $1 purchase price on it because they're super, super light. This is modern Tupperware, which can also do well. So don't just look for the vintage stuff. Sold this for $17.25. Bought it for $1. $7.46 to ship it, and a return of $5.33. Took 6 days. This pitcher on the sides has little clips. That's the best way that I can describe it. But they're broken, but it doesn't really affect the lid rock. I don't really know the purpose of those, except maybe to keep the lid on. But you could still rock the lid, and it's secure. It's just not spill proof, I guess. I don't know. But it's still, I mean, it's still sold. And I put all that in the listing. I showed up close pictures of all of that, you know, the little chips on the little edge pieces. So they know exactly what they're getting. And yeah, so sold this other Pendleton board shirt. Terrible picture. Look at that. It's all wrinkled. The color's a little bit better. The shirt's a little bit brighter. Put a purchase price of $2 in there? That's not right. Let me change that. Hold on. Because I bought this for $4. Okay. So we bought it for $4. Sold it for $25. This was on sale for $26.25 because I listed it for $35. Somebody sent me an offer for $25. Had it up for less than 24 hours, but still, it's a solid offer. Let's just get it done. I'm not letting you go for $1.25, right? So 18 hours and we're done. Purchase price $4, $11.37 net return. Good sale. We've got this Pampered Chef mini tart shaper. And I had no idea these things were even desirable. But this came in a bag of other stuff with that pineapple slicer and something else. I don't know. That's not even listed yet, but Sold this for $13.50. There were 3 things in the bag. It was $3, so dollar purchase price on this. Sold it for $13.50. Net return of $5.22. Cost me $4.52 to ship it. So easy money. This Surla table digital kettle with infuser, 7.5 cup. This brand used to be really good. They've kind of fallen off a little bit. I don't know why, but they have. 26.25 is what it sold for. Bought it from the bins. It's kind of yucky inside. We did our best to clean it up. Bought it for $4. Sold it in less than 24 hours of listing, which is great. Cost ship $9.16. Net return of $8. So we still made money on it. It wasn't the best sale. Took a little bit of prep because of how yucky it was inside. But still sold it. So still a good sale. All right, this Pampered Chef simple slicer for slicing up all of your veggies and shit. I don't know. Put it. Let's see. What did we put this? Listed it for $38. Put it on sale for $28.50. Someone came in with an offer of $26 and I took it. So bought it for $3. Why not take it? Cost of ship was $7.46. Net return of $10.63. So again, throwing your $3 out there for a day to get $10.63 back. That's a good day. And not even a day, that's a good sale for that day. So these next 2 items shipped to the same person. We have this vintage Trouble game for $28.50. And there was no offers. They just bought both games. So $28.50. Bought it for $3. Net return of $14.68. And then this Game of Life, which was the 1991 version. Again, bought it for $3. Sold it for $33.75. Net return of $19.42. So we shipped it in the same box for about $11. 10 something. So I like it when people buy multiples. And that does happen from time to time, where people go through your store and they're like, I want this, I want this, I want, and that'll freak you out because you're like, this guy bought 8 different things from me at once, and it's like people don't usually do that, but sometimes it does happen where they're just like click, 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 click. I like all of this stuff from your store, and it's awesome, but it's scary because you're like, what kind of scam are you trying to pull? But they're not. They're just buying stuff. This Fisher Price Bright Beats 2-in-1 musical drum sold in a day. Listed it for $50 to put it on sale for $37.50. As soon as I put it on sale, as soon as the sale hit, it sold. $37.50, $6.41 to ship it, $20.37 return. So that's a very good buy. And I will be looking for these. Like, these are now on the top of my radar for kids' drums. Kids' drum toys. Almost there, guys. This another one of these Maybelline tube, $10.46. You know the drill on these. We just bought them in bulk. And last but not least, we've got this Melissa and Doug big ass teddy bear. It's brown. I don't know. It's big. I had to ship it in a Walmart medium box. I thought it would fit a Walmart small, and then I got the small. And I'm like, there's no friggin' way. There's no way this huge ass bear is gonna fit in this Walmart small box. It barely fit in the Walmart medium box. So I sold it for $100. I bought it for $6. This was one of those. This is the big sale of the week, the weekend. One of, I should say. Cost me $21.85 to ship it because it did have to go in a big box. And it's not like it shipped very far. I think it went to like Ohio. 59.55 net return. Love that. Love it. 13 hours is all it stayed up for. Love that too. That's yeah. Chef's kiss. Awesome. All right, guys. Those are all of my sales this weekend. There was a lot. It took me an hour to get through it, and I breezed through everything. So let's get to the numbers. Gross sales over the last 3 days, $1,734. Net sales of $835. So that's what I'm putting in my pocket. Which is better than Spark. Which is why I'm not doing Spark, right? So we all understand why I'm not doing Spark. Okay. Average gross per sale, $29.90. Average net per sale, $14.16. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to go through. Average sell time is 2 months. So, but as you saw, as we went through, I'm going to lean in here. I buy stuff to sell fast. A lot of my stuff sold within a week, or really 3 or 4 days. I mean, I don't buy stuff to sit around. Yeah, I'm going to lean back now because that's all I had. Anyway, guys, we're done here. It's been an hour now, hour and 6 minutes. So, we had a good weekend. And it's fourth quarter, so we should have good weekends. We should have good days from here on till about the 20th. So, yeah, go find these items or something like them. And even if you don't find these items, be curious when you're out there. Look everything up on your phone. If you don't know what it is, see if there's value there. Even if you know what it is, see if there's value there. You're not going to know until you learn something about what you're looking at. So, and then once you learn about it, just keep it in there for next time. That's all there is to this. It's not hard. It's really not. So, all right, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. We'll catch you next time.